When you run the Podium app, you are greeted with this homepage, which will show you a summary of your racing activity. So you'll see a list of tracks and a list of recent events. And you'll also see your avatar image and your profile photo. Both of them are editable through this gear icon. If you go to the My Events tab, you'll see a list of all of your events in reverse chronological order. And if you go to My Tracks, then you'll see a list of tracks that you have participated at. Go to My Devices and you can manage the devices associated with your Podium account. Okay, let's take a look at some data. So there are a couple of ways to get at your data. You can go to My Events and select one of these events to look at it. Or something I like to do is you can go to a racetrack and select the racetrack, and there you can see all of the competitors who have shared data at this racetrack, including your own data. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take a look at somebody else's racing. So I'm going to select this racer, NASA Arizona SD2 at AMP, and I'll select the Mustang. And once I select that, I'm brought to a screen here where you see some line charts and a list of laps. So I'll select a lap here, and here you see a speed chart, as well as a track map and a traction circle. If I select another lap, then you see a speed chart with 2 laps selected, as well as a time gap chart, which shows you this time gained or lost. So I should take a look at a couple of laps for comparison. And you can switch between different laps in a view by just selecting and deselecting laps as needed. You can select up to 3 laps for comparison. Another really powerful part of the Podium app, and is really a central feature, is the ability to compare laps between different racers at different weekends. So I've already selected the Mustang here. I'm going to pick another racer at a different weekend with a different car. So here we still have the Mustang selected, and now we have the E36. And if I select another lap here, now we have the comparison between 2 different racers, 2 different weekends, and here's a speed trace, as well as the time gap chart between the 2. Now I can use the arrows at the bottom corners of the page to select different dashboard pages. So this is the telemetry overview page, which kind of shows you a view of the data at a glance. And if you want to add another page, you can click Add, and then browse a selection of dashboard pages that have been pre-made by us. So let's take a look at this traction circle. I'm going to select this, and then here is a traction circle for these 2 vehicles. You can zoom in on the track map and look at the data between these 2 cars. You can also use the playback controls to play data between the vehicles, and go fast forward, or you can just do regular speed. One thing to note is that these dashboards are fully customizable. So if I unlock the dashboard, you can drag and drop and reposition the gauges to your heart's content. So here's a speed gauge on the side, and what we can do is we can add a gauge. Let's add an analog gauge, And let's find a RPM channel and go put an RPM gauge here also on the screen. Off to the side, lock the dashboard, and there's your RPM data. Now with these dashboards, you can also browse a selection of dashboards you have created and saved yourself. And you can also look at dashboards that other racers have created. So here's a cool dashboard that shows you a bunch of information at a glance. And this is another one that somebody has made for their pit stall. And here's another one for tire temperatures. Here's a great one for endurance racing, kind of puts a bunch of data on the screen. It's basically whatever you want to make. You can create your dashboard, save it, and then other people can use it as well. Now, if we go back to our home page, we can look at a list of racers that we follow. So we have the ability to follow other racers, and if you have a favorite racer you want to keep tabs on, you can do that. And so here's HC Autosport, and we can take a look at one of their events, a WRL event here. And I'm going to first remove these other sessions, and then here is HC Autosports at New Jersey Motorsports Park. So here I'm going to select the track, see if it auto detects it. Looks like it's the Lightning course, so I'm going to do that. Actually, it looks like it's that one. There we go. Zoom in on the track, and there's the data. I'm going to do the same with this one. And of course, you can do multi-select and compare laps as you see fit. All right, well, thanks for watching.